Hello, my name's HENRYWERTIN, and this is Real Estate in Lawrence. Today we're going to be talking about the home buying process. First things first, you're going to want to find a realtor, someone you know, love, and trust. It's going to be an incredible journey, and you want to make sure that you kind of like the person a little bit because you're going to be talking to them a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. From there, let's go ahead and set up an initial real estate consultation. What you're going to do there is you're going to go in and you're going to sit down and go over the entire process in detail. This video is going to kind of give you an overview of what to expect in the home buying process, but the initial real estate consultation is going to really break it down line by line and get you ready to experience that journey. What you're going to be talking about in the real estate consultation are two main things: time and money. Those are going to be the two pain thresholds throughout this entire process. How much time do we need? When do you need to have a house bought by? How much money are we going to spend? How much money are we going to put down? So those are things we're going to be talking about in the initial real estate consultation. From there, we're going to start talking about a lender, a mortgage. Is it a cash deal? If it is a cash deal, are we going to be purchasing it through a 1031 exchange? All of these things may sound a little foreign to you, but that's going to go a little deeper once we get into the real estate consultation. And we can talk about the goods, the bads, and the uglies of the lending process. Now it's the time you've been waiting for. We get to go see houses. Everybody wants to go see houses right out of the gate. But I find it true that we need to discuss how it all unfolds before we do that. Since we've got this far, the initial real estate consultation, you've picked an agent, we've talked about lenders, got pre-approved. Now let's go look at houses. So we're going to look at different apps that you can use on your phone, because you have to be pretty tech savvy in this really aggressive market to know when the houses are coming on. In Lawrence, Kansas, the houses come on pretty fast and they go off just as fast if it's a good value. And so what we want to look at whenever we're going out to look at houses is scheduling. What does your schedule look like? Can you see houses during the day? Is it a nighttime showing that you need to do? Also, we're going to look at the time of the year. When are you wanting to buy the house? Are you wanting to get into the spring market that's a little more aggressive, or are you wanting to wait till it slows down a little bit more? Historically, it slows down in the fall. So we'll talk about scheduling of when to go look at houses and then jump in the car and go shopping. Once we find the house you like, we're going to start to research. We're going to do a comparative market analysis and make sure the value lines up just right. We're going to research the neighborhood. We're going to make sure it's exactly where you want to be. One of my suggestions is to drive by the house morning, noon, and night. So that way you can see who's out and about, what kids are cutting through the yards, who mows the lawn with their shirt off. You're going to start finding out what the neighborhood really looks like. Also, you're going to pull into the driveway and then drive down to the grocery store. How long does that take? If you're commuting to Kansas City or Topeka, how close are we to an on and off ramp onto 70 or Highway 10? Those are things that we're going to really start researching and making sure it's a good fit for you. Then come the big three hurdles. That's what I call them anyways. You have the offer, you have the inspection period, and then you have appraisals. So you've found the house, we've researched it, we've decided that it's a good value and a good fit for your family, fits all of your goals, your needs, your wants. Now we go to make the offer. The offer is going to look different depending on the time of the year, depending on if it's a seller's market or if it's a buyer's market, depending on if there's multiple offers coming on, depending on how aggressive you want the house. So what it's going to entail is many layers that we're going to have to unfold. We're going to go over this a whole lot more in the initial consultation, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea. The first hurdle is the offer. What are we going to pay for it? When will we close on the loan? When will you take possession? Those sorts of things will be discussed in the offer. Once we get over that hurdle and the seller agrees to accept our terms of the contract, then we go to the inspection phase. The inspection phase is usually 10 to 20 days, depending on the market you're in, depending on the seller and the buyer and how it negotiates out. But that inspection phase gives us time to get in and really dig deep into the house. We're going to be opening and shutting windows. We're going to be looking at the roof. We're going to be making sure the furnace works. All the material items in the house, the functioning items in the house, we're going to be going over and making sure that they work and they work properly. Now, we can't look at anything cosmetic. So if there's a pink room, there's a pink room. That's just what it is. But if the furnace has a gas leak, that's something to be concerned about, and we need to address that. So we've talked about an offer. We've talked about inspections. The third thing that we'll talk about is having the house appraised. In the Lawrence market, it's very dynamic, so it's always changing. So that's a hurdle because we want to make sure that the house that you're buying has the correct value on it. And from there, we move to closing. Once we've successfully navigated our way through those 3 big hurdles, we head to closing, which is a great day. It's an amazing day. It's an exciting day. It's a nervous day. And I can't wait to get you guys there. Once we're at closing and we sit at the closing table, you finalize the paperwork and I slide you the keys. Congratulations, you've bought a house. We're going to go over a lot of this in a whole lot more detail in the buyer's consultation. But for now, I hope this video helped get you through some of the questions of how this process is going to work. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and God bless.